hoop house, and my son took his shirt off because he was hot. It was about 90 in the hoop house, but he went outside. It's pretty warm outside today too. It's in the 60s, and he's like, "Why is it so hot in the winter?" And I told him, "That's Arkansas for you. We might have some cold days, we might have some hot days, and we might have some medium days, but it's always different. And if you don't like the weather one day, just give it a day or two, and it's going to be something totally different." And that is exactly what's going to happen this week. Wednesday, we're looking at it getting down to 19 again at night and in the 30s during the day. So it's going to be very cold on Wednesday, and that's just 2 days from now. So it's constantly up and down, back and forth, but it's Arkansas.
Keep the wheel from moving, the brakes won't hold it. Where's that chisel?
I am out here right now moving the chicken tractors. We've got several windy hours ahead of us, and they're even talking about wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour. So the problem we have with these chicken tractors is if it's positioned this way where the wind is going to come right in there, it can actually push them all around our property, even flip them around. So we turn them around like I did with this one. I've got them angled to where the solid parts of their tarp are kind of like that wind break, and so the wind can push against that, but at least it doesn't catch it up under it and flip it. So it could still scoot it around a little bit, but it's not going to flip it around or move it to such an extreme length that we lose our chickens. Alright, that is much better. So now the wind is hitting the tarp, which gives them a little bit of a break so that they can get out of the wind, and I also don't have to worry about the tractor getting flipped over. Wind is absolutely terrifying. I just know we're gonna lose everything. The hoop house, the trees, the chickens. They're all gonna get blown away. For dinner tonight, I'm actually making a keto meatloaf. So I've got it all mixed up right here, and I've got a tiny bit that I'm just going to fry up in the pan to taste it and make sure that my seasonings are all good. I'm not a huge fan of meatloaf, I guess because I grew up eating it so much, and it was just kind of a chunk of meat. And I've tried to make it a few times in my adult life, and it never is that good to me. But this looks super good, and it's a keto recipe, and it's got like cheese and stuff in it and lots of seasonings, and I threw in some garlic powder, and hopefully it's going to be really good, but I'll let you know when dinner's over. Well, I don't know how it's going to taste in the meatloaf, but this little nugget in the frying pan is absolutely delicious. Only 2 pieces left. It was pretty good. Hi, pretty girl. Look what you got. Wow. Look at that little one. What a good mama. Good girl. So last night we had some extreme weather, some pretty bad straight line winds and hail for a couple of hours. So I'm just out this morning checking on everything. So far everything looks alright. But that poor baby lamb was born apparently early this morning. She picked a cold day to have it. Right now it's 32 degrees out. Oslog had these twin babies just a little bit ago. probably within the last hour or so. They were still wet when we found them, very, very cold, and she was out grazing with the other sheep. She's never had twins before, and out of the 2 prior birthings that she had, she was a good mama on one of them, but not on the other. So it was kind of a 50-50 chance of her being a good mama here, but I think the fact that there's twins kind of threw her, and she doesn't really know what to do. So I've got them in the house warming up right now.